I'm John Mercure. Welcome to Focus on the Falls. Today it's Community Ed and Rec. I'm joined by Lori Oertel, Older Adult and Volunteer Supervisor here at this beautiful facility we have in the Falls. Lori, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Before we dive into what you do, what room are we in? There's so many rooms here, and my kids through the years, and even my wife and I, have used so much of the building here, but where are we today?
We're in the community center down the hall, so we're in room 106, which is kind of the senior room. I say that I kind of take over the community center by day for the senior center, and by night the younger kids and adults are having classes here. The program just has continued to grow every year, and it's just wonderful that we can spread out and have the space.
So a lot of people are familiar with their kids in the water programs or in the sports programs, or there's drop-in activities for kids. But a lot of what happens here involves our older part of our community, our older population, and there's so much that you do to enrich their lives. Give us a brief overview of the senior part of what happens in the building here.
Okay, lots of stuff that happens here in the building. Throughout the day we have drop-in classes that consist of cards, chess, bingo, dominoes, just regular things you would think you would see. We do have some knitting groups that work together to make Afghans, hats, and mittens that we donate out at the end of the year. So each year probably about 2,000 items that we donate out to about 7 charities. So it's wonderful. We have a little lunch for them, and the centers come in and they receive their donations and explain to the knitters where that's going, and they get excited about making for next year as well. So that is on a donation basis, so anybody that would like to donate yarn, we are always accepting that as well. Lots of classes here for those that want to just continue to learn. We have exercise classes, yoga, Zumba, pickleball, which is a hot one.
Oh yeah.
Drawing your photo, that's kind of a sketching class. Where they actually trace the picture first and then use the charcoal pencils to fill in and highlight and low light like that. So it's not as intimidating as looking at the picture and then trying to draw it blindly. So you just,
that's excellent.
it gives it kind of a little step up, and it's so great to see when they finish something. It's like, oh, I did that, and it looks great, and they're so happy with it.
So now a lot of the classes you have to sign up ahead of time for, right?
Yes.
To make sure that there's room for you and you have what you need and all that stuff. Are there some things you can just drop in for?
Yeah, so drop-in programs, the basic bingo, cards, dominoes. We have extras classes that we want you to sign up for just so we know that you're coming and there are people attending that class. But we do have extra stuff like Apple Tech Help support groups, crafts, educational classes, hearing and memory screenings, things like that.
I get the catalog in the mail. I think everybody in town does. And I'm excited when I get it every time because there's so much in there. And I'm proud and blown away when I flip page by page by page for the kids and then page by page by page for the adults. Are you constantly evaluating and adding and tweaking the programs offered? I'm amazed at how much is offered.
Yeah, we're always taking a look at where people are signing up for. We see a need of more yoga classes, so we'll reach out for more instructors in that area, or people will stop in and I'd like to see this class, could you try to have something in that? So cardio drumming is something that's been really popular. I'm looking for an instructor right now, so we're hopefully trying to work to get that in as well. So if people have suggestions of things they'd like to see, I try to work and get that in added as well.
Lori Oertel is with us. So I got excited at the beginning. I wanted to talk to you because we're in this room about the senior stuff, but let's take a step back. Let's talk a little bit about the history of what this whole organization does, because it's pretty cool. Can you give us a thumbnail sketch of how this came about and maybe some dates, and give us a little bit of history?
Sure. So the Menomonee Falls Rec Department was created in 1943 by a project with the Menomonee Falls Senior Women's Club. So they had started it wanting to work together with the school to use the school facilities for taxpayers after the doors were closed, in a sense. So to have some educational programs and let people use those buildings. So it kind of continued to evolve from there. There was an Ironican Club that was started in March of 1966 that's still going today. They meet here at the center as well. And then this building, the community center that we're at now, was built in 1966 as a kind of joint project between the village and the school district to have a kind of a home for the seniors initially, because we used to take part in just this school or that school. We would be housed. Around. Yeah, we were kind of bounced around a lot. So now we finally had a home, and it was nice. And the senior programs just continue to grow from there.
That's over 55 years ago. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What foresight, if you think about it. I mean, everything that happens now and all those years ago, and you're still here.
Yeah, it's just amazing, and just how programs are continuing to evolve and change every year, and we just adapt with that and go.
How many participants do you have a year? Is there a way to measure how much is offered?
I do keep track of how many people are stopping in. So approximately about 10,000 turnstile, in a sense, visitors come in a year. Some people may come in for more than one group a week, but we like to see that with their excitement, getting them out, not being isolated at home, coming in. I'd say we probably have maybe about 400 unique senior drop-in people that are signed up with us, but there could be more that are taking classes with us at different times or locations.
So what's the biggest challenge that you have? Is it economic? Is it getting the message out that we offer all this stuff? What are some of the challenges you face that we can help you talk about?
Oh, definitely. Just letting people know that we are here. I can't tell you how many people will stop in because their friend finally dragged them in and they didn't even know that we had a senior center, or they wish they knew about it earlier. Just letting people know we are here. We are part of the school district, which is a great partnership to have with them. Always, in a sense, sometimes even looking for space. A couple days a week, I've got stuff in every single room we have. Wow. So, we're getting a little tight at that. But yeah, it's...
Lori Oertel is with us on the Focus on the Falls. Summer programming, it's going to get here, I promise. Summer's going to get here eventually.
Yes.
Summer programming, let's look ahead. What are some of the things that you're excited about late this spring and then into summer?
Yeah, so right now at the community level, involving everybody, all ages, we have a community fitness challenge that's going on here in March. People are welcome to sign up during the month as well. You don't have to just get in on the beginning of it. Just recording your active minutes. And they started this as a program during COVID to kind of get villages and cities to kind of compete against each other. So after each week, you find out where your community stands in the state of those that are participating.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
The more people we get, the more active minutes we get out there, the higher we bump
Let's
up in
go.
those rankings.
Exactly.
So you get a long sleeve shirt to go along with that. And you record your own minutes on a Google Doc. So it's really simple,
really cool.
Lots of fun, so sign up for that. We've got our Excellent Egg Hunt coming up. That's our third year doing that. We started with little large cutout eggs, put in local businesses here in the Falls, and people go around and collect the letters and de-scramble the phrase.
Oh, that's
and
so
then
fun.
The businesses donate prizes, and then we break that up and prize baskets in a sense that they get. So we have a lot more businesses this year, so we'll have 10 prize baskets.
And when does that get going?
That starts March 20th and runs through April 3rd. So you have 2 weeks to go around your own time and collect all those letters and work on it. And then send your phrase in.
Yeah. What else do you have coming up?
Fit in the Parks is coming back again this year. Wonderful program. Community effort. We have lots of different businesses that join in and help offer a program throughout the summer. We have right now about 24 classes that can people still add to that? We may have more. We always kick that off with our candlelight hike. That's out at the Menomonee Park. That'll be May 5th coming up. So, and then movies in the park. We had one of those last year, so we're going to have 3 this year. So our first one's going to be May 19th.
Oh, that's amazing.
And we'll have a survey online as to which movie to pick out. So.
Oh, that's fun. And you'll do that 3 times, you think?
Yeah, we'll do it 3 times this year. So.
Oh, that's a great family night. What a great thing to do. Your family, and you're here in town, and you can bring your own snacks and all that stuff. That is so much fun.
It was good times.
So you've been here 10 years. That's amazing. Thank you for that. That commitment to our community and to the people who live here. That's really amazing. Tell me about the Wisconsin Association of Senior Centers. You're the current president, which is awesome. Tell us about the organization and why it's important. Sure.
WASC is just a great organization for senior center professionals to get together and network and work with each other. So many senior centers are different. We are, of course, based out of a school district. There are some that are based with Park and Rec. There are some that are based with their city or village and not their recreation department. And then there are some that are completely funded by themselves, like just on donation basis.
So a lot of different models.
A lot of different models. Everybody works together. We share. You have a lot of people usually in your recreation department, 5 or 6 people you can bounce ideas off of. A lot of senior centers are one person like me. So you have those other kind of people to help work together and work through problems. I've got an issue with this. You can bounce it off to other people and see if they can help you because they may have experienced it at their center. So,
do you meet in person? Do you meet virtually? How do you get together? How does that work?
We have 2 conferences every year. So we have a spring training that's 1 day, and then a fall conference that is a 2-day. And then we do virtual stuff now since COVID. We've joined in with some of that as well. And this year we'll be happily celebrating our 40th year with WASC.
Oh my God, that's awesome. So you're the president. Do you get Secret Service? Do you get?
I do not.
I
get extra jobs.
Exactly. You get less hours in your day to do your regular job.
But it's great just to connect everybody. And even if you're watching this and you're not part of Menomonee Falls, I encourage you to find a senior center around you and check it out. Everybody offers different things, and you can go to multiple. You can stop by Germantown or Sussex and see what they offer. Everybody has a little something extra to offer.
So I kind of know that this is tucked away in a corner of the community, And I'm blown away when I find out all the different things that you do. When people ask you to sum up in a nutshell what happens in this building and what happens in particular with seniors in our community through what you do, how do you explain in a nutshell kind of what happens here and why it's important?
I would think just a big thing is socialization, getting people out, talking to each other, not being home alone. When we came back from COVID, there was a few people I called and they were just so excited to be able to come back and be able to get that interaction. Another place to learn. We do have volunteer opportunities so people feel like they're able to give back and make new friends. It's just, it's kind of like a little social hub. It's a great experience for them.
How big a part of what happens is based on volunteers being able to be here and help? The volunteer part, how big a part is that?
We do utilize volunteers here at this community center, but we also place them in the schools as well to help out.
Excellent.
But yeah, we do have a lot of volunteers that help out here and there, so it's a good part.
So if people want the catalog, if they want more information, if they have questions, what's the best way they can check out everything that's going on?
Well, if you're tech savvy, you can go online at fallsrec.org, or you can stop in at the community center here. We have our activity guide and newsletters that are up in the front office. I do a senior newsletter, which is kind of a snapshot of things that are happening in the activity guide every 2 months.
Do we miss anything? Do we get to everything?
I think just the activity guide is coming out. It'll be available online by the end of this month, and then early April, the catalogs will be coming to homes, and then registration starts on April 16th.
All right, so March, April, big months. Get out here. There's a lot going on. It's a lot of fun stuff. Lori Oertel, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.